Some things in my head, and none of them are good right now.
No use crying about it.
Here we are.
Thanks to Sunday for sponsoring today's video.
Alrighty, it's morning and we are at this again. So we're back on Michelle's Jeepster. 1968, I think, is the year of this thing. 68, 69. We've used both years of Jeepsters. I think this body is the 68 though. The frame's 2018, so it's a whole smodge podge of stuff. But today, we're gonna try to make this thing like mostly movable. So we're gonna lift it up and put a transfer case in it. We'll measure for drive lines. And if we have a really good day, we'll put some steering in it. Here we go. We're at the point of figuring this out. We're gonna open a box up, see what this Atlas looks like. We were gonna go with a 241C transfer case, and then we started talking with advanced adapters and figured out that it wasn't gonna cost us a whole lot more money to just go with an Atlas. And then we got the option of too low and just way more options for this thing. That's what we did. At this point, if we don't open the box, everything's fine. Just my luck ordering parts. I don't know. Lately, stuff hasn't came the way I imagined it would show up. There she blows. This should be shifters and all of the plunder that goes along with all the oil. Yep. Thought that was
Shampoo.
Yeah, I did for a second. I was like, we got shampoo, but nope. 1 gear oil, $75.90. They sent us a bunch of different adapters. Nice. Nice.
I don't know if you need these.
We definitely need the fence has the sensor in it currently.
Yep.
Right there. Wherever that is. Maybe it does. We'll get back to you. We're gonna figure this out. We're clear as mud now. We figured it out. We do have to use this piece right here. And it's because of that thing and this hole. If you'll remember back to when I built the Willie's wagon and Landon's truck and a whole bunch of other ones, we built this piece, TIG welded the coupler all up, drilled a hole in it. We could do all of that, but advanced adapters did it for us. We can just bolt this together, put it in there, transfer case bolts in here. So that's what we're gonna do. We need the trans jack. Actually, maybe we need the trans jack and a twisty one, because we can put the transfer case on the trans jack.
Twisty one up and get this thing up to get it out.
Get that piece out of it. At least I glued it on really good. I didn't want it to leak.
How's it going over here, Tom?
It's going great. I may be too short.
We could probably lower it.
Yeah, we could, but that would be like admitting defeat.
That is true.
I'm not that guy. I would rather struggle. Makes you know you're alive. Holy smokes.
A little tight?
Yeah, I may have to. Nah, I'll get a ratchet in it.
You remember a few years back, me and Ben and Hunter, we went on a little river trip on jet skis. We went with these guys, the pest control guys. So what this whole situation right here is, they started a new endeavor. You can go online, order this here kit that comes with all of this plunder to kill bugs. This is the concoction that you mix up. Let me show you. Comes with gloves. This is the stuff you mix in it. And spray bugs and kill them. So you can do it yourself. You don't have to call a pest control guy to come to your house for just little jobs. Pretty good idea. You guys can order yourself some and kill bugs.
Youth. Should own it. Both not that long.
Told you I glued that on real nice. Yep, you're right, stuff. I didn't want her to leak.
Business right out of it. It wasn't gonna leak.
Yeah, no, I did it up
Seal
right.
up.
It goes that way on the step. Well, we'll figure this out. We're just gonna warm this thing up a little bit. We're not gonna get it hot. Just warm is gonna stretch that 1,000th.
I mean, it works for bearings.
We're getting some free heat today. All the cardboard from all the stuff we've ordered getting recycled currently. Pretty much that's our motto. If it burns and makes heat, we put it in the stove. I will get some locking tight and we'll put these in. They'll go in here and then we can bolt this part together. And then this is gonna go in the top, I think, unless the side is a better spot for it. And the plug will take the other one up. Right there. Probably ought to bottom it clear out, don't you think?
I don't remember.
down in here, because that'll put it farther out on the shaft. So that'll be perfect, Carl. You guys are probably wondering what the heck this guy's doing here.
Who's that guy?
So you've seen Carl help Landon build derby cars and different things. So he's got like an internship for school, right?
Yeah, externship, I guess.
Oh yeah, I guess extern. So he's got 3 weeks of school left, and he gets to do them here, basically, right?
Yeah, gotta do them here.
So we got to teach him good stuff.
I don't know about good.
I don't know if you came to the right place, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see Carl around here for a little while. There's that.
It's installed.
She getting warm? I'll bet it'll slip on there. What did I decipher?
Wasn't it the gear out and then the...
Gear, the space depth, just like that.
That's hot, in case you're wondering. The smoke coming off of it probably
That's the
was some sort of indicator.
She didn't just slip on, huh? Interesting. I thought it would just
go on?
slip right on there.
No,
No.
that ain't moving.
Chuck it up in the lathe and cut.
Skim a little out of it.
Yeah. It's got locks on it. We'll make it fit. We'll skim it and then it'll go right in.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
That's plenty tight for what that needs to be. It's got set screws on it. It doesn't wobble. But it didn't need a press fit. We'll put Loctite on those and set them once we get the depth set, and it's there.
What have we got going over here?
We are bolting this condapter together. I'm just making sure I bolt it together in the right configuration. Oh, all right, that's tight. Now we bolt it to the transfer case. Actually, we'll probably bolt it up to the transmission, get it all in there where we want it, get the mount figured out and put in it, then we'll put the transfer case in it. It's gonna be pretty good right there, I believe. Pretty good enough. We're calculating a trans mount currently, what we gotta do. Shouldn't be a big deal, we just gotta convert from these two holes to this wider style, but kind of got it under control. I think we'll put it together easily and we'll be back in business. We are gonna have to cut this mound out that we put in here out and slide it backwards, I believe. So we'll just cut that off flat, move it on back and fold it back in. Sensor looks good in there, so.
You happy?
I think so. I think you can bolt that bad boy in there.
I think those are the cross.
Yep, this ugly one was in the bottom.
That is mounted. We are on to setting the transfer case up there, seeing where that is. Tom's building the mount. We're gonna have to do some cutting under here, but I'm gonna figure out how much. I'll guarantee this thing's shorter than the other one was. We're gonna have problems. I can see it happening. Yep, we can set it up into place at least and see what she's gonna look like and then figure out where the studs go. And we've got some floorboard clearance issues. It looks like that's gonna actually get close enough without hitting here. This was gonna be the easy part. It's not. Gonna be fun, some sheet metal work.
So do we have to carve this whole...
We gotta cut a section of it, the length of the transfer case out, and then we'll just put a rounded plate in it to match this. We'll just come over and roll it off on the end, and then the transfer case will be in it. We just need the transfer case. The drive line has to be up above this, so we've got to roll it up enough to get the drive line to come across and somehow fit an exhaust through there as well. So all right, Tom's been building our adapter plate here. So this plate bolts to the top of this bracket, like so. These middle holes right here bolt up to this. So as you can see, they're gonna hit the top of this mount. We're gonna have to go down to the hardware store and get some countersink bolts. So we can taper these holes and then they'll screw in flush, which will in turn bolt this piece to right there. So it'll all go together and look something like this. I think it's gonna work out. Should set it right down on there like so and be good to go. I think.
Okay, we've made it to the hardware store where we're gonna find some countersink bolts. Where would they be?
8 to 3/8.
2 of those at 95 cents. Sweet. Guess we found the bolts. So, back to the shop.
Bolts. Huh? You think those would work?
Yep. That's what we need.
Sweet. Clearancing?
Yeah, we gotta make some room for the bolts to go through the flange face.
Oh,
Yeah, they need
that
some
thing right there.
needs some place to go, and currently they don't have any. So we're gonna create them a home.
Alrighty, while Land was getting some bolts, I did this. So that chunk needs to come out of there.
But I took so long to weld that.
Well, you'll weld some more. Alright, 4 holes in the floorboard.
How's it going over here?
We're whittling away. I don't want to take too much of a cut. I don't want to burn up inserts and stuff, so we're taking about 20, 25 thou a cut, making us a nice little pocket for our stud to go up inside of.
Alright. Going up. We're on. And we're in. We'll figure out where we need it clocked at. You hold it up.
Okay.
And I'll eyeball it. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. Okay, it should hold itself there clocking wise.
Looks pretty good.
The trans has got to go up.
Yeah.
Let's grab that. Grab the trans mount. Slip it in here and we'll see. Oh, we're in the ballpark. Yeah, we're dang close. It's probably going to be like right there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
How's that fit floorboard wise?
This shifter's kind of pretty close to the floorboard right here.
Is it? So we'll have to just take,
A little corner. Yeah.
you know, we'll have to come farther forward and around it. I wish I had that thing that bolted on the front of there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's sitting on it. So, is anything wrong with that?
No.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I think that's a solid mount. Gonna do everything we need it to. Driveline clearance is good. I see no problems with that. Let's make it permanent. All right, we're getting all the bolts tightened up, and transfer case is part of this rig now. Tom's got our mount pretty much all built. We'll bolt it in, and then it's just a matter of a little bit of welding. Then we can measure drive lines, call Adams up, get those things coming. Things are looking up for us. I'm sure we got a big hole in the floorboard again, but we kind of expected that.
We'll stick it up here. Now
So you get it.
there's bolts and nuts in here. See if it's fit. This side that I pocketed out, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
But when everything pulled up, this stud on the other side is very, very close. Not so sure I like it.
Might as well just grind it a little bit.
We'll see. The judge is on his way, so.
Gonna work?
Yeah. Oh no, it's got lots of room.
Long as she ain't gonna rub, that's all that's gonna matter.
He gonna mess.
Mount is in, transfer case is hanging on its own. We're gonna go get some lunch, then we'll get back to this. Grandma showed up with a pile of mail. So you guys, we have the best fans in the world, and you guys sent us a bunch of stuff. Let's see what we got. Matt, looks like he sends us a hoodie. West Tech Electrical. Thank you. He sent us some of his merch. Oh, I remember that guy. Yeah, I remember him from the record games. Cool. Thank you, sir. John, thanks for the fantastic show. He sends us a bead. That's beads.
That's beads?
It's all little beads put together. That took some time.
That's cool.
That is cool. Thank you. Barry sends us this stuff. What is this?
Something metal.
It's from it's like a pedal from a horse-drawn carriage. Check that out. That's cool rat rod stuff right there. I'll probably use that on something. I don't know what yet, but something. And a good old Chevy small block filter. Thank you, sir. We'll use these. Roger sends us candied apples. Thank you. Gordon. Holy cow, Gordon. We've got beaver nuggets for days. Thank you, Gordon. These will get 8. I don't know who this one's from.
And here's something metal in there.
Ooh, some old drill bits. This is from Eric. Thank you, Eric. Kevin. Well, Kevin, turns out we can probably use that mic. We ruin them quite frequently around here, so thank you. Enjoy your gift. Tennessee goodness. Thanks for games and shows from Troy. What do you think it is, Land?
I don't know.
All right, hey, what do you guys think would be in a bag like this? Any guesses? Got anything, Carl?
I feel like it's gonna be something spicy, possibly.
All right, Spicy, you got any guesses, Land? You're all way off. I like these things, by the way. Way better than Twinkies, I can tell you that. These are good.
Oh, moon pies.
Moon pies, these are way better than Twinkies. Merlin can keep all them dang Twinkies. I'll eat the moon pies. All right, that does us for the fan mail. Thank you guys, you are awesome. We'll open the next stuff you send us, so thank you very much. We're back from lunch, a little quick. You didn't even miss us because we're already back. We're gonna weld this mount together, and then I think we can let her down and start working on other stuff. That's built. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get some oil in there. This is what came with it, so I assume that's what they want us to run in it. We'll start pouring it in. You feel like I'm gonna spill?
I mean, you just did.
Oh, that was merely a little dribble. It's a dribble, man.
It's still spilled. If it leaks, it counts as a spill.
That doesn't help.
Gravity works that way.
That doesn't help at
You
all.
could probably get that metal tube one.
Just have to go slower. More patienter.
See, that's what I was afraid of.
I don't know why that's not running in there. Alright. Doesn't seem to want to run in that hole, Tom. Seems to want to run out of it. On the bench, we probably should have put it in. Because right now, it just wants to run out of it.
Okay, well.
All right, the oil's gonna go through this hole. Seems like a better option. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, Carl's up filling us currently. Yeah, that's gonna be good enough. We'll just watch it come up in this tube, and then when it gets full, we'll plug it in. Oil's coming up, getting some in it. I should go halfway-ish. I guess that's how you fill it. She's got oil in it, we won't forget that. Putting the rear end oil in it, we'll get the front and the rear end all done. You might have to go grab another bucket. Perfection. There we go. Can weld those bad boys into right there and be done. There you go, Carl, weld away. Carl's gonna do all the welding here since he's a welder now.
Yeah.
Officially, he's gonna weld these in, finish weld all the little stuff I got in there. I'm gonna run to track practice while you guys get that done. We'll carry on with front clip when I get back.
Kind of feel bad for the guys because they're stuck in the shop working on my Jeepster. And it is a beautiful day out here. And so I'm sitting here enjoying the sunshine and loving the green lawn. And that's because we got a little bit of help from one of our favorite products, Sunday. Sunday is a subscription service that combines unique data with cutting-edge science to help you grow a better, greener lawn with mystery-free ingredients like seaweed, molasses, and iron. What's cool about Sunday is it customizes to your own lawn and your own climate, and it does satellite data, so it shows exactly what kind of dirt and soil you have. And they give you this little cool little, let me show you how to do it. So they give you this little gadget so you can get your sample easier. So yeah, it's as easy as that to give them a sample of your soil. You put it in the box, prepaid shipping, and they will tell you exactly what you need for your lawn. I'm gonna steal Paul away for a minute so he can spray this lawn. All you need to do to get started is type in your address to start your own lawn analysis. Get your customized lawn care plan in seconds.
Now we just sit back, watch the dandelions die, and the grass grow. I really love Sunday because they just ship it to my house and it's super easy to apply to my lawn. Takes about 15 minutes and I'm ready to go.
So head on over to getsunday.com/fabrats and use promo code fabrats30 to get 30% off your first custom Sunday plan.
Looks like it should hold.
So what are we doing?
Because we went to a 3-link on this system, we don't need the upper mount that's cast onto the front end housing, so we're cutting it off. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the way. I lowered the Jeepster down just a little bit. I'm gonna reach in here with the death wheel and cut this thing off, but there's no good way to get exactly where I need to be. So I'm gonna reach around a whole bunch of stuff and just know that I'm probably gonna eat a mouthful of sparks, and that's gonna be okay.
I'll show you what we're dealing with. This is what we're trying to cut off. Trying to get as flush as we can. So we'll be ready for, I should say, powder coat. And I knew something like that was gonna happen.
Oh!
It ripped the whole center completely out of it.
That might not be good. That loop used to be right here. I think Lance showed you that loop here before. We just cut it off so it's nice and flat against the housing. We'll grind it up a little bit, a little paint on there, and she'll be SEMA ready. All I'm doing right now is trying to get an idea so that we have a ballpark. So that's kind of what we look like. Angles, that's our top. That's our steering box sticking out the bottom. Looks just like it, right?
Yeah.
Good answer. And then what I did is it plumb bobbed off of the firewall because it's basically exactly the same as the mount points.
Yep.
And then I measured from the firewall off.
It's gonna get us staying close.
Yep. And then I tape across this because this is the mount surface. Now I can.
Yep. And then we tape up some lines and cut them and fit it.
Yep.
I'm gonna start engineering steering components. I think I'm gonna go get the steering column, see what I got to cut in the dash to roll that angle up, and then throttle pedal. We can mount that. Move brake pedal over.
Yeah, get it moved across.
Seats will be here tomorrow. This thing's gonna look serious. Still gonna have to cut the front out for the shifters. Michelle's gonna have to come down here once we get steering and set in it and actually figure out where she fits, because I'm not building this thing for me. She's got to fit in it.
Yep, that's gonna be up there a long ways.
No way around it.
Nope.
What are you doing?
Just trying to get some of these link mounts off. Trying to clean it up, get it out the way. It's hitting this link, so try not to bust a hole in the frame too while I'm at it.
What are you guys doing?
Well, we just barely replaced this little sensor because this one is pooched and it was just leaking oil. So hopefully, I believe, Josh should be back up and running.
I was running before this, had to refill it every day.
But now, I think we flip it around and it saws all the muffler off.
Yes.
I don't know if Dad would like that much.
I don't think no one will like that too much.
It'll stop resonating.
Look it up. Trust me, you'll like it once you look it up. 2011 Nissan Maxima straight pipe.
You get to hear the V6 Fury.
Indeed, man.
Can we start a timer and see how long it takes him to put his wheel on? Because, good luck.
I will. I came it lined up, and I will good luck. I can't wait to prove you wrong, Ginger. Well, I can't see down there, so I need some assistance to see if it's lined up or not.
Nah. You gotta do it by yourself. There, you gotta lift it up just like that. Lift it up by the pegs, spokes. There you go.
Getting closer to figuring it out.
I'm no farther away than I was. I think that's pretty close.
Got the one side.
Yep, I got that side, I think. So now I need to reference this side.
Well, got this one nice and smoothed out. Looks pretty good. Just have to do this front one, which one I'm not too excited on. It's hot under here, I'll say that.
The next day.
It's a new morning. We're still working on the old Jeepster. So we've got our work cut out for us today. Front clip. There it is. Tom's been calculating and thinking, and we're still not 100% sure. This is what's got to happen. So we know these shock towers are going to come up inside the fender well here. You can see the cutout that we've, well, the paint that we've put on there to try to figure out how we're going to cut these. We're still not sure. We're going to lift this thing up, set it on there, and get a rough idea of where they need to be. Then we're going to start hacking and cutting, and by the end of today, have a front clip on this thing. See if we can't make it look like a Jeep. That's a plan. Let's see what it looks like. Grab this side, Carl. Let's see what we can come up with here. The bottoms won't go in. The front one's fairly close. It's just the angle of that back one that's wrong.
Yep.
It needs to be more of what that front one is. Interesting. The up and down's fairly easy. We know that, right?
Height-wise?
Yeah. That line's probably going to be pretty close to what that is.
Yeah, and I can redo that really easily because I know from the center line of this to the bottom edge
Of what the tower is.
where this, yeah, because Landon and I put a straight edge across it last night.
So that's pretty close.
So that one's good.
One's at 8.5.
So I'll have to recheck that front line.
Yeah, I think we check those. We'll cut the fronts and then we'll cut the backs to the top line because we know where that's going to be. And then we'll just trim it straight down.
And then start.
Yeah, and then we'll just start whittling it out until we get it where we want it.
Yeah,
Let's get that front line and the top one where we know they're dang close, and we'll cut on the inside of the line and leave some.
That was my plan, is to start narrow and you
Yeah.
can always make it bigger, but I don't want to have to be
Yep, exactly.
stitching things back in.
Yep. The inside still needs to be pulled up and then tack welded so it doesn't rattle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so down in there.
Yep, grind this and weld this seam, that seam. And then we should be able to set those over this. We'll grind this all up. Should be able to set it over it and weld the spot holes. And then that sets in here. Do we know where the AC lines are coming through?
Come through wherever you want them.
Okay.
So there's no
set place.
No, this, because this is a builder kit, wherever you would like them to come
Perfect.
through. Kind of thought they might be
Down
nice
there.
right there.
So this will be just wonderful right here. It's our battery box. We're gonna multitask today and try to get a whole bunch of things handled and put on. So we put thick enough metal on this that I should be able to drill and tap it. Set this right on there and just tighten her right down. And then we can hang a battery. It'll be one more step closer. We're gonna find the final resting place of this here battery. I was gonna say, this is Michelle's. She always criticizes me for not being level. All right, she's leaning pretty hard. I'm gonna go get this other thing so I can see a number on it. We've sicked Carl on the inside. Since he's the welder man, he's gonna prove it today on the sheet metal. We're ready to do this here. 1.4 and 1.4. You want to come and trace some holes, Tom? Perfect. Now we just got to drill those holes, tap them, bolt this thing on, we'll have a battery mounted. Look who showed up at the shop.
I'm just inspecting progress here, making sure Landon's working.
Quality control, that's what Sean is. He came, we're gonna do an alignment today for him, so on a project he's working on, we'll get it all lined up and see if it drives better, I guess.
It will hopefully not drive worse.
Well, that's the idea.
It's pulling pretty bad.
We're not the best at alignments, but we'll make it better than it was, I think. That's all you can hope for, right?
Doing well on most days.
Yeah, most days we're pretty good at it. Some days we're like, I don't know what we're doing
It's
here.
not a Monday, like we waited till Tuesday. So.
Well, I got this marked out. I'm putting a 1/2 inch so then we can, I don't know, Paul apparently has this fancy tool that'll reset it down a little bit so it'll go behind this other piece in here, and yeah, I don't know, I'm trying not to mess up. So, got it marked out. I guess I'll cut it.
Okay, I got one side all mocked up. We just need to do a little creasing to the box, but that's what it's gonna look like. So I was just getting the other side that was cut back, welded up. Then we'll start forming the other piece. How's it going over here, Tom?
Arts and Crafts isn't treating me very well today.
They're not?
No, well, part of it is that I know I only get to do this once because I'm going to cut a big hole in this fender, and I'm a little bit scared. So I'm trying to make sure we're as perfect as we can get, and that means I redo it a whole bunch of times.
Time to roll under this thing and get some driveline measurements. See if we can't figure out driveline. It's 27.5 to 27 3/4. So now we'll do the front one. Oh, we got to see what this hub is too. This is a 2-inch, same 2-inch circle on that. Okay, I think I got enough info. I'm gonna call up Adams. Tom's he's measured and remeasured, measured some more, and I think we're at the point where we're just gonna cut the fenders and see if this thing fits. I think go for it.
Okay.
If it doesn't fit, you don't have to live with Michelle, I do. Hey, you got it.
There's lots of pieces there.
Yeah, it seems that way. It's gonna be fine enough. We'll find out in just a minute. One piece out. Cut the other one and we'll lift her up. We got some big holes in there now.
No turning back for this fender.
One thing about it, this is way lighter than the Firebird.
Man.
All right, 1, 2, 10. Not bad.
Well, that's good.
Give it a gentle.
Hi-ya.
Give her a ha, then a hi-ya.
Good way to get there.
Oh yeah, you're getting there.
That bracket's stout.
I'm gonna grunt for you, be like, "Argh!"
Maybe.
Let's lift it off and do some
Persuading without the fender going.
I think you're really close on your like cuts though.
I only measured it like 800.
Yeah, I think. I like that. All I can say is Michelle better like this thing. There you go. Okay. Now I'll massage this one to fit.
Oh, we did have this in here, right?
Yeah. We just got to cut a whole lot more.
Yeah, because we're exact on it.
Sharpie. Right here. So we got a good line on the inside, this bracket that runs right here. We just got to cut up the bracket.
Okay.
So I would assume.
Same on that one. I was definitely erring on the side of tight.
Oh yeah.
Loose.
Which is way better. Let me see that cutter. Uh-oh. I'm gonna do some inside precision chopping. Okay, push down. Something's not right over there.
I think it's the same thing you just did over there. If it works clearance wise.
We'll see if we can get her to clearance. It's closer-ish.
Out.
That's it. Oh, for some reason we're not going in on the bottom.
We're still pretty tight.
That's got to be what it is. Well, how's that side over there?
I think we're
Pretty
nice.
good.
We got plenty of clearance, I think.
Okay. I like it. We'll pull it off one more time. Cut the rest of what needs cut. And I think we've like a combination here, and I don't know it yet. Just push in on the inner fender. It's got to come past that, and then you can come off. Too tight a tolerances. It'll be hard to put that on and not scratch it once it's painted.
Yeah, I think we want it on there and paint it while it's on.
I think it's not going to be that way though. I don't know. All right, we got some lines to cut, and then we have this ready to rock.
Could I roll my car on the other side and cut the mufflers off of it?
What car?
My Charger.
Why?
straight pipe.
No, you're not straight piping that
Why?
car. No.
Pipe instead of the
No,
muffler.
that's a terrible idea.
It will sound way better though.
It sounds good the way it is.
Yeah, but I can't hear it inside.
It's how you want a car. Don't cut them off.
You can learn to stand like this.
Yeah. Spread them.
How long can you sit with your hands behind your back? The heater on.
You already can't afford any more tickets. There's no reason to press your luck.
Well,
It fits. We got ourselves a front clip. Doesn't even look terrible. Looks like we kind of knew what we were doing. It's fairly uniform.
the wheel actually lines up in the middle of the fender pretty well.
Yeah. Who'd you think built this?
Professional.
Right.
Think that's enough?
I bet it is. That's more happy.
Pretty close. Yeah, I think we're ballparked.
Yeah. Looks good. Jeez.
I was afraid they was going to stick way up through there, but they're not. They're not obnoxiously through the fender.
It's actually pretty level with the fender. Say so myself.
I don't mind it.
Good. Looks really
Don't
good.
mind it at all. It's all a guy can hope for, Carl.
That one's pretty good on that
It's
side.
still going. It looks good.
Should fit nice.
Like I say, me and Tom for 2 months. You've done more in 1 day than we did in 2 months on it, so.
To be honest, I feel like I've been kind of slow on it, but
Well, you've been doing way better than we did.
I'm just trying to make it nice.
We didn't work on it. We just stared at it and thought, man, that really sucks. I don't want to do that. That's going to be horrible. That'd be terrible. We've got ourselves a front clip.
Looks awesome.
Jay's cutting his mufflers off anyway.
I think.
I thought
Why is he
that's how
doing
much he
that?
heeded my advice, I think.
Well,
Go over there and check on him and see what he's up.
your children don't ever listen to you.
Let's go find out if Jason's really cutting the mufflers off his charger. Oh, it's not your charger.
No, I listen to Poppy.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna hopefully build the exhaust and turn it and stick it out right here so we can see the flames shoot out when the flames come out. That's the plan, I believe.
Sounds like a good one. We'll let you get to it.
Well,
Half-inch square.
He's not cutting the mufflers off.
what's
I'm
he
gonna roll it
doing?
with it.
He's building the exhaust for the old blue.
Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and
Is that what your dad
wrap
told him
that
to do?
with square
It's
tube.
better than cutting his mufflers off his charger.
A nice finished edge. And,
Yeah.
oh, that. Not much.
Not enough. 1 inch.
Inch and a quarter.
Go ahead, you ruined my day.
It's gonna take 4.5.
Okay. Got some things in my head, and none of them are good right now.
A lot of them cutting and welding.
It's a lot to fit in the front of that Jeepster. No use crying about it.
Here we are.
This is where we're at.
Or drink.
Well, that wasn't really the news I was hoping for. It shuts to the bottom of that, which is approximately 17 inches tall. So my radiator is going to have to hang down in here to get my 19 whatever.
Yep.
The thing is we've got 7 inches. I mean, there's tons of room. We just got to figure out how to utilize it. I don't know what that's going to be yet. We'll figure it out. We've got a ton done on Jeepster today. Carl got the insides all welded together. Tom and I got the fenders handled. We got the hood on it. We started brain dreaming about radiator. We got lots of work left to do. But things coming along. I'm pretty excited. We're going to be driving it before long. So I think next time Michelle should have to come down here and put in some hours on this. She's feeling better finally. I think she's kind of busy with the month of May with kids graduating and school and all the stuff, but we'll get her down here and see what she thinks about this. So thanks for watching.